Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited because we have another Sephora haul, y'all. So I did a Sephora haul like a month ago, almost 2 months ago, like back in September, and I wasn't anticipating the Sephora sale to be this soon. I feel like it's usually like the end of the month, if I'm not mistaken, but so here we are with another Sephora haul. I was debating whether or not I was actually going to film this because I didn't pick up a ton of stuff because I had just done a Sephora haul a couple months ago. But you know, I did pick up some things to kind of just refresh my makeup bag, and I did order some things online which they're not here yet, so I'll just kind of like talk about those. So I felt like it was worth sharing. So if you're interested to see what I picked up at the Sephora sale, keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing that I picked up was the Makeup by Mario Master Matte Palette. So when he first launched his collection back at the beginning of October, I believe, he launched with 3 eyeshadow palettes. He had this matte palette, he had the shimmer palette, and then a metallic like metals palette, I think that's what it's called. But now he actually he's come up with like these quads for holiday, like he has a lot more stuff. But this was the palette that I just felt like I needed. Like I said, I'm trying to refresh my makeup stash, so I felt like I could always use a neutrals palette. So I saw this, like a picture of it online, and I was like, ooh, I need this. Like I wasn't really in the market for a eyeshadow palette, but when I saw this, it made me realize like I don't have a one size fits all palette. You know, like I use a lot of different shades and different palettes, but I don't have one palette that I feel like I can have everyday looks in one palette. So when I saw this, I was just like, yes, I need you. I need you. And I'm just gonna get so much use out of this. I feel like I can travel with just this one palette and have everyday looks. It doesn't have any shimmers, but you know, me, I'm not really a shimmer girl. I'm starting to get more into them, but I can survive off of a neutral palette for like a long time. Like I don't need shimmers. I'm saying that with shimmery eyes. But anywho, I love this. I think I will get so much use out of this, and like I said, I can travel with this even though I don't really know where I'm traveling to, but if I do travel, I can take this and I know that I can get multiple looks out of this palette. So I'm really excited to use this, and it had pretty good reviews. I think there were a few people who didn't like it, but when I watched like tutorials with this and reviews on it, people seem to really like it. So I'm actually excited to use this. So next, another one of my makeup staples that I wanted to refresh is concealer. I've been using the same 2 concealers for years now. I've been using the NARS Creamy Radiant for, I mean, 6-7 years, like a long time. And I refreshed it like 2 years ago with the Fenty Beauty concealer when they launched that, which I believe was the beginning of 2019. I think she came out with that. Or was it the beginning of this year? I don't know, but whenever she launched it, I bought it and I've been using it ever since. So I felt like it was time to kind of dip into another concealer. So I picked up the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. I was really excited about this. This launched over the summer, and when it first launched, I was like, because I haven't really tried the Luminous Silk foundation. I know, I'm like the only person on the planet who hasn't tried that foundation. But when I saw people actually using this and how beautiful it was when it blended out like on their skin, I was like, okay, I'm sold. So I didn't actually run out and immediately buy it, but you know, for the VIB sale or seasonal holiday sale, I figured why not. It's time to update my concealer game, if you will. So this is what the bottle looks like. I mean, it's pretty simple, clean packaging, like just a plastic top and then like a frosted glass bottle. So, and then it's just a doe foot applicator, and I picked up the shade 8. So I'm excited to try this. I have not tried it yet, so I feel like the next time I do my makeup, I will for sure be using this, and I will let you know my thoughts. I picked up the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation, and I've seen a lot of people talk about it, do reviews on this foundation when it first launched. You know, because I feel like NARS is like one of the kings of complexion products. Like, I love NARS complexion products. Obviously, like I said, I used the NARS Creamy Radiant, and I also love this foundation here, the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear. So it's kind of a no-brainer when NARS puts out a complexion product, you buy it, okay? So I picked this up in the shade Caracas, which is actually the same shade in the Natural Radiant. So I'm hoping that it's like their range is consistent. From the reviews that I've seen, most people are in the same like shade name that they are in their other NARS foundations. So but I'm also hoping that this is similar to my Fenty Beauty foundation, because that also kind of gives me soft matte vibes. And I think they might advertise as soft matte. I'm not really sure, but I'm hoping that this will kind of do that. And I will say the one thing I've heard is it's not very dry skin friendly. So if you have dry skin, I probably wouldn't buy this. But I have normal to combination skin, so I think it'll be okay, it'll be fine. But this is what the bottle looks like. It's actually a plastic tube, which is a little different for NARS, and it has like this black like soft touch, or I don't know what you call that, but like the black bottom, and then it's actually a squeezy tube. So this is actually really different for NARS. I feel like usually like packaging like this would be more for like a tinted moisturizer, not like a true foundation. Like I think most of all their other foundations have come in glass bottles, so maybe it's more environmentally friendly to do. No, because it's plastic. I don't know, but I kind of like it, and I'll be able to easily tell the difference between these two on my counter. So I'm excited to try this. And it does claim, this was another thing like why I bought it, because it has some claims. So 16-hour wear, which I don't know that I'd ever wear makeup for 16 hours, but okay. 16-hour wear, full coverage, full natural looking coverage. I can't read. True color oxidation resistant, transfer proof, and shine proof. So the oxidation resistant is interesting. Transfer proof and shine proof. Transfer proof is also interesting. So I'm excited to try this and see if some of these claims are accurate, but I think this will be a great addition because I love the NARS line. I love NARS complexion products. Like I have the Natural Radiant on my face right now. So I'm actually really excited for this, to try this. So stay tuned. You'll be hearing about this too. Is this palette. Now, for me, this is such an odd purchase because, well, first of all, this is the Pat McGrath Celestial, what is it called? Celestial Divinity palette. So this is her holiday palette that she came out with as a part of her holiday collection. And the shades are stunning. Oh, they're beautiful. They're so beautiful. I love this palette so much. When it first launched, I was very excited to get my hands on it. And like this palette is like 90% shimmer shades. So, you know, if you know me, shimmers are not my thing. I don't really play with them too much. But there was just something up. It's Pat McGrath, okay? Let's be real. It's Pat. So I had to buy it. And the value of this, so if you own one of her other palettes or you've ever seen one of her other palettes, they're usually a lot smaller and you get about 10 shades, I believe, in there, and they retail for $125 US. So she luxury, like she costs some coin. That like Pat is luxury, okay? So when this came out, when she put this out, this retailed for $78 and you get 18 shades. The only catch is the pan size. So like these pans are a lot smaller than what you would get in her normal shadows. So, but after, I'm actually glad I waited for the reviews, but a lot of the reviews like does not sacrifice quality at all. Like the reviews are basically saying you get the same quality in her regular eyeshadow palettes in this palette, which a lot of times for holiday collections, you will sacrifice quality for the value, you know, and it wasn't that way with this palette. So that was kind of the tip of the iceberg for me, was like, I can get a Pat McGrath palette with, you know, twice the amount of shades, almost twice the amount of shades, and not sacrifice the quality for a lesser price and get 15% off. Girl. And I feel like I've said this in one of my other makeup tutorials. I'm trying to dabble in some different things with my makeup, try new looks, try new things. So I actually have been using this palette. I used it today on my eyes. Yes, I have it on right now. And I love it. For me to not be a shimmer girl or to use glitters or anything like that, it was extremely easy to use. That was one of my fears with getting a palette like this of mostly shimmers, and it would be kind of challenging to use or to put colors together. Like what I have on my eyes are 2, maybe 3 shades. I have 3 shades from here done, and it was so easy. I could have stopped at 2, but I just kind of was like playing around. So I love this palette. It's kind of crazy for me. Like I said, like the Makeup by Mario palette, like this is me. Like this is really what I'm used to, but I'm excited to have something like this that I can pair back to that Makeup by Mario palette. I don't know that I would travel with this. I mean, it's kind of big, so I don't know if it's really travel friendly. But yeah, I don't know that I would travel with this. It's, to me, for me, it's not a palette that I can use on its own. Like I would need some more matte shades to pair back with this, which I'm okay with, because again, like I didn't buy this to be like an all-inclusive palette. Like I can just take this with me when I travel and have a palette like this to go. Like that's not really why I bought it, but I don't know. I think Pat did a fantastic job with this palette, and if you're interested in Pat McGrath and you like her brand, I would highly recommend this palette, especially if you're interested in shimmers. Like I've never tried one of her other palettes, but the quality of this one is fantastic. So go get you one, girl. And this little like string, like that's the one thing I will say I didn't like about it. So when you first buy the palette, like this string, it broke off, but it like attaches to the lid of the palette. So when you open it, it sits like at a 90-degree angle like that. So you really can't like open it past this unless you cut the strings off, which I didn't really like that. Like I like my palettes to open like flat, but it would sit just like this at a 90-degree angle with the strings on. So that was the only thing that felt weird, but it's like an easy, like I said, you can cut it off and call it a day. So yeah, I'm obsessed. Like I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so the next couple things that I'm going to talk about, I don't actually have. I ordered them online a couple days ago, and obviously with the mass amount of orders that Sephora is probably getting right now, I won't see those things for a couple of weeks. It said estimated ship date was next week, so I'm not gonna like wait and prolong the video, but we're just going to talk about it. So what I picked up online, the first thing is the Tower 26? Tower 28. Oh my gosh. What's that brand called? The Tower 28 gloss. I picked up the gloss in the shade Almond. You know, lipstick is one of my favorite beauty products. I love lipsticks. And ever since COVID and like having to wear a mask, I don't really wear lipsticks anymore. Which it kind of breaks my heart because I you know, I have to wear a mask 8 hours a day at work, so no one really sees my face. So I don't really spend time wearing lipstick anymore. So I do wear like, I do like a hydrating gloss. So it's really kind of what I'm looking for, is just like a hydrating gloss. I'm hoping that's what that is. I'm not really interested in like too much color payoff. I want it to be similar to, I picked this up in my last Sephora haul, this Fenty Beauty Pro Kisser lip balm, if you will, and the shade Latte Lips. So this I actually really like. It does exactly what I want it to do, and I'm kind of hoping that Tower 28 gloss will do the same thing. Like this just gives like a sheer wash of color. It hydrates my lips underneath my mask. Great. So we'll see. I'm excited to get that and try that out. There was also a set that they sell, and it had like 4 different colors in it, but they were all these like bright like orange and purple and colors I don't really like in a lip gloss. So I was like, I'll just go ahead and spend the money and get a full size of like a tan neutral shade that I know regardless I'm probably gonna like. So yeah. So the other thing I picked up online is the Caudalie body scrub, and I really wanted like a body product. I don't have like, in my last haul I did buy the Necessaire like body wash, and I do like it, I really do, but I feel like it's just too pricey for what it is, you know? Like a body wash, like I love it, the scent is great, my skin feels great, but I feel like there's so many body products out there that a $25 body wash or $35 body wash, it's just like, it just wasn't worth it to me. So I don't know that I'll repurchase it, but a body scrub, like a good exfoliant, like right up my alley. So I bought the Caudalie body scrub, so I'm really excited to try that, because one thing I don't really do enough is exfoliate my body. My face, great, perfect, on a good system, but my body, not so much. So I'm really excited to try that out. Can't wait for that to come in the mail and do some body exfoliating. And then the last thing that I picked up online is totally random, and like how I found it was even random. So when you go into the Sephora site and you click on brands, they actually have a section that says Black owned brands, and I was like, Sephora, okay. So I clicked on it just to see like what brands they offer that are Black owned, and there was a brand called Goldie, or Goldie I think, and they're like a health food like supplement brand, and I was like, how interesting. And I don't know how many, like what the range of products really is, but I know on Sephora site they sell their turmeric latte mixes. So I ended up buying their cacao, I think it's cacao turmeric latte blend, like protein powder thing. So random. Like I don't even use like turmeric or like a protein powder in any of my coffee, smoothies, anything. I think I got caught up in the Black owned brand thing, but I don't know, it had crazy good reviews. And I will say, okay, I don't know if you've ever been to a Whole Foods that has a coffee bar in it, but if you do, try one of their turmeric lattes. I had a pumpkin golden turmeric latte. It was some sort of like pumpkin latte, not just a regular pumpkin latte, it was like a pumpkin and like honey turmeric latte or something. And it was so good. I meant to ask the guy who made it like what products were in it so I could like see, you know, just buy it from Whole Foods. But ever since then I've been obsessed with like trying to find a good like latte blend or turmeric latte blend or whatever. So I just got caught up in the hype. The reviews were crazy good, so I'm excited to get it and try it. But yeah, the brand was Goldie, and it was the cacao turmeric latte powder or blend. I'll put it up over here. But yeah, so that's all, folks. that is everything that I picked up at the Sephora sale. Like I said, it wasn't a huge giant purchase because I just did a haul a couple months ago, but I wanted to just pick up some things to refresh my my makeup bag, my makeup stash, and refresh some of my staples. So I'm excited to try out all of these products, minus Pet McGrath because I already tried it out, but the rest of it I'm excited to try it out, and I will definitely be letting you know my thoughts on them. I might do a video like using these products, so you can kind of see my thoughts and see how they work and apply. A lot of this stuff, I mean, there's tons of reviews out on the NARS foundation, but yeah, I can't wait to use it and give you my own thoughts. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you stayed to the end, I appreciate you. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.